what we might hear today. My family in the house yelling, kids bothering the dog. But it is what it is. This is live. But anyway, an update on myself. It's been a good week. Uneventful. Just been doing the things I'm supposed to be doing. Eating, my food, sticking to my calorie count. Still eating the foods that I enjoy. I actually had some pizza today from And Pizza. I did have a Coke today, a Coke Zero today. But I can say I think that is the first one I've had this week. I didn't even buy any this week. They just happened to have them at And Pizza, so I happened to buy one. Well, I wasn't even thinking about it too. That's what I'm saying. It's like you always gotta be on guard, watching, yourself, watching your mind and your just your mental well-being. Don't even be too high, don't be too low, because this thoughts can creep in. Basically triggers, things can trigger you. But always, I accept full responsibility for myself and what I consume. That's the only way I feel like I'm gonna be successful is to take responsibility for it. So responsibility not to eat, overeat, a responsibility not to have too much caffeine. Oh yeah, one thing I did notice too that I wanted to mention. I noticed that with Coke Zero, I'm usually fine, but when I had the Pepsi, the Pepsi Zero Sugar, I noticed that I was having a few headaches. So I haven't had any headaches since I haven't been drinking them. So I don't know if there's, the Pepsi, or if it was something else going on with me, but I just noticed it since I haven't been drinking them. I haven't been having any headaches, but when I was drinking them, I had a slight headache. So, yeah, I don't know if I want to test that out anymore, because Coke Zero was fine for me, but, if I'm going to drink some soda, but that Pepsi Zero was good, though. I did enjoy those. Like I said, it reminded me of regular Pepsi, but like I said, the update on myself, it's been good. It's uneventful week. Uneventful. Just sticking to my script. Sticking to the script. Any of the things that I want. Also cutting down on the processed foods. I even quit getting. I used to get the fruit cups. I just love the mandarins, but I haven't even been getting those. What else did I get? That's the only thing I can really think of that I was eating a lot of, but. You gotta remember, I eat a lot of the same things over and over and over again. My diet for 2-3 days could be the exact same meal, 2-3 times a day, for 3 days. So, those fruit cups were a major part of it. But I'm like, why have the fruit cups when I can just have some fresh fruit? It doesn't make sense. It wasn't making sense. And increase my fresh fruit intake as well. Got some more muscadine grapes. Got some more muscadine grapes this week. Got the white ones or the green ones, I think they are. Actually, I think the label said golden muscadines, but it's regular green grapes. But yeah, the muscadine grapes, they just good. They just good. I wish those things were year round, actually, because I didn't see any more of them. Walmart hadn't refreshed them. So I guess that was it for the season. But hopefully, when I go back, they'll have some more. But it was good to get them 2 weeks in a row. Yeah, I got the red ones that you all saw, and then I got the green ones. I think I took a video of it, so I'll put it on the end of this so you can get an idea of what they look like. But yeah, once again, uneventful. It's uneventful. I've just been doing what I'm supposed to be doing and enjoying it. My food is good. I'm eating the things that I like. I'm not hungry, so I'm feeling full. Or basically not hungry, not full, to the point, how I used to eat, feeling overstuffed, just yuck. But no, none of that feeling at all. Just good. Everything's been good. Been getting better sleep this week as well. So it's just been good time. So back to what I was talking about with the cutting down on the fresh fruit. On the processed fruit, on the little fruit cups. Like I said, I love the mandarins, but have you ever had a fresh mandarin? Oh my goodness, they are so good. I'm talking about good, and it makes you rethink everything. Why was I ever eating processed fruit when these fresh mandarin are so good? But and I'm saying that to say, like, yeah, I'm back at work now, and I'm looking at all the stuff that the kids are eating. And there was this one little boy, like, he brought his lunch to school, but there literally was no food in there. It was all, he had like 3 Rice Krispie treats. He had a stack of Oreos in his hand. He had something else, I can't remember what it was, but it definitely was not food. Like, no fruit, no vegetables, no meat, no nothing. Everything was just sweet, sugary stuff. Like, I hope he packed that himself, or his brother or somebody, older brother or somebody packed that for him, and not his his trusted adult, his adult. Like, really, it was just nothing but a bag of junk. But even with that being said, there's so many things like that. I think people aren't aware of how much sugar we intake and the kids intake, because I talk to family members all the time. They think that they're not giving their kids lots of sugar, but if you're giving your kids those muffins, the little 6-pack of muffins or however many come in a pack, that's just sugar. That's all it is. It's white flour turns to sugar, loaded with sugar, again. So, I mean, I just feel like, like saying this because, like, kids need protection. Kids need protection. They need somebody to be thinking for them, for their health, for their well-being, not just today, not just in the moment, but, for their lives. So, and I'm saying that because we set the tone for what they like right now, in their younger years, their formative years. That's what it's called, formative. You're laying the foundation for, what your child is going to be doing. So hopefully you're setting them up for success and health and wellness, in their future. So cutting out the processed foods, cutting out the sugar is helping them. You're not hurting them. you're helping them. So I just wish, that the brainwashing wasn't so intense that people could really understand that, because I feel like people feel like you're doing a great thing. You're doing a generous thing, by giving your child treats and all these snacks. Like, I didn't grow up with all those snacks. I really didn't. Like, how kids have to have several snacks a day. Like, I don't think we got a snack, to tell you the truth. And I don't remember, like, walking around hungry, like, or feeling like I needed to be nourished. You get some water and keep it moving. But I mean, I just looked at that as, like, all the snacks and stuff. Like, when I first started encountering that, like, in my family, with my family members, I'm like, well, maybe this is the fruits of success, of having finally, a family member with millions of dollars or whatever in your family. So there's more food now. Everything is in more abundance. But I'm like looking at, now I look at it, it was just sugary snacks. The little chewy fruit snacks and Cheetos and Fritos and Hostess cupcakes and all that kind of stuff, but that doesn't benefit you. It's not prospering you. Yes, you can buy it because you have more money now, but it's not for your health and your well-being. Like, there was no overabundance of grapes being eaten, or apples being eaten, or even bananas and mangoes being eaten. It was all those processed foods being packed in. So it's like it wasn't leading to our health and wellness. And I just think it's they promote that stuff as healthy and good, fruit snacks, but it's not. It's just sugar. It's just sugar. So it's like those things are being promoted as being healthy things. So it's sort of like a trick of the mind. So to go back to fresh fruits and vegetables, it's almost like a mind hack. You have to retrain yourself that, no, these are the things that are good for me, and not all those other things that they said were good for me. So, like I said, the children need to be protected in this sense, just like you would protect them from any other kind of predator or predatory situation. It's like they're being exploited, through all these sugary foods. Think about a cereal in the morning, then like some orange juice or apple juice, those muffins in the morning. I mean, that's just first thing, boom, all that sugar in their system, or even in your own system, first thing in the morning. So there's things to think about. I didn't even know I was going to be talking about this today. I had no intentions, to be rambling on about that. But, it's something to think about. It's food for thought, really. Think about it. Look at the sugar in your food. If you remember back to the Phil Jackson interview, you know, he talks about how he reads labels. That's what I'm doing in the store. I'm reading labels all the time. I think it's easy and convenient, you know, all those prepackaged foods, and it's convenient to not pay attention and look at the ingredients, look at the amount of sugar in your food. It's easy and convenient, but you're gonna pay the price one way or another. You're gonna pay the price, you know, in your health, with your well-being, you know. So I mean, that's just, I don't know, it's my thinking on things. But you know, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a trained professional. I just know what I see. I pay attention. You know, I know I feel good when I eat good food. When I eat foods that are alive, you know, when I eat processed foods, I don't feel good. I just don't, you know. So, but you know, with that being said, I believe, you know, I believe that I am on my way still. I believe that, you know, my journey is just that. It's a journey. It's not a destination. And that's something, like I was talking about earlier, a mind hack, something that has to take place for me. It's like, you never arrive, you know, because I got to keep on living. I got to keep on eating to live, right? But that's the thing about it, is eating to live instead of living to eat. That's what I was not doing that before. So even that, you know, my mind has to be transformed to even think like that, you know, like all I need is enough food to sustain me, enough food to be able to do all the things that I want to do. You know, if I'm not up being physically active, I don't require as much food. I just don't, you know, regardless of what my habits are, you know, my addictions are, you know, I just don't require, you know, that much food. So, but I just got to keep on believing that what I'm doing is for my own benefit. You know, I really have to buy into that. And it's a job. I was talking to someone about that today. It's a job. It's a constant battle, like in my mind. I keep telling myself, like, what you're doing is good. You're doing a good thing for yourself. You know, you're on your right path. You know, you're on your path to wellness and to health and even success at this. You know, success at life is like, I don't want to prolong death by being on, you know, medications and being sick, you know, just enough, being alive enough just to be alive, awake every day. You know, like, no, I want to live. You know, I want my life to be vibrant and prosperous and, you know, just full of activity and joy. You know, I want to be able to smile every day, you know. So that's it. You know, I just believe, and I'm just buying into that thought. I'm really motivated, you know, like by that term, because I was, you know, paying attention to the Colorado Buffaloes football over this past weekend, and you just watching those guys play, like everybody was thinking like they couldn't do it, saying they couldn't do it, you know. But then, you know, seeing how they believed in themselves and how Coach Prime believed in them, you know, like he was so full of belief, like he didn't have any room for any other thoughts, you know. Like, I'm just like, wow, like I need to get that kind of belief in myself. I need to believe in myself like that. You know, like he believed in himself, and he, you know, basically that spilled over into his players. I'm like, that's what I need right there. You know, not, you know, acknowledging or succumbing to the thoughts of, oh, I don't want to fight this food fight, you know, all the time. No, I believe, you know, that I am successful. I believe that, you know, I'm winning this fight, and it's every day. Win the moment, win the day. That's it.